Hello, welcome to Pastor Nadine Brown Fuller Church, and today it's so big for us. Today's our last day in this basement, so we got to remember that the more higher levels we get, we got to remember His name, and we will take videos for you guys to see how much we've been working and how much God has put us to the limit, and how we've made us stand tall and be strong. And so today, for my sermon, it's called "What Can God Do?" And I'm Sister Amiee at Pastor Nadine Brown Church, so you will see me in lots of coming soon church videos. So, as I'm saying, my sermon is called "What Can God Do?" So, as we get into this sermon, I would like to say, God is more than a conqueror in our life. God is more than a forgiver. God is more than a healer. God is more than our Father. In us, He's like a rainbow that never moves. In us, He's like fire that never comes out. So, as I say, what can God do? What can God do? God can move mountains. God can change your life in 1 second. God can make you miracles. God can change you. And God can do so much other things. But, as I did my other sermon, it was like monkey see, monkey do. Now, I'm going to say, why does men don't come to God? Now I'm going to say that. Why does men don't come to God? Why can't men come to God? Men make this world full of badness and all that stuff. Men make this world too bad. I went to school and this guy told me he doesn't celebrate anything because his parents say it's all made of man. Men made Easter. Men made Thanksgiving. Men made Halloween. But the only celebration he celebrates is Christmas. And his parents don't put up anything. All they do is they give to people. They give. He said last year his parents went to this foster place and gave all the kids 1 box of clothes and lots of food. Because that's showing us what can God do. God gave a spirit in her to go do that. Because some kids don't even have their parents, or they don't live with their parents, or they have to go to foster home. And she was so nice and caring to give all those kids clothes and food. That's why we say, what can God do? Because God can do many things, but sometimes you can't see it, so He lets people go do it for you. Like an angel that comes from light, that comes from Jesus, and then Jesus tells that person to do this, and then they do it for somebody else, and that somebody else can do it to somebody else. It's like a cycle. But God is not going to stand here and watch you make mistakes in life. God is going to make sure you have the power, you have you are fierce to go tell people that God can do anything with all strength, with all power, and with all fire in you. And when they look at you like this, who is Jesus? Oh, you can sit there for the rest of your day and tell them about Jesus. As in, there was a miracle last night about so much different things in people's life. I watched something, and this girl, her brain wasn't set properly in her head. So, they didn't know what to do. The mom was like, I was about to lose my daughter. I was about to lose my daughter. And then the doctor found out the girl's all right already. That's what God can do. So no man can but no doctor can fix that problem. No doctor can even fix your eyes, fix your lips, fix anywhere around you, because they're all made by God. All your body parts are made by God. So he can't touch God. He can't touch your body and say, oh, you're healed. Your arm was broken and now they can't do anything else to you. You don't listen to no doctor. Because I was watching something and they were saying, oh, lots of doctors, they're not doing anything. They're just getting paid lots of money and they're doing whatever they want with it. Don't ever, never be always be satisfied with what you got. And if you're in the hospital for some type of problem, all you got to do is pray. And if you pass, God has some meaning that you passed. God has some meaning that you had to go. God said probably you have a job up in heaven. As in my sister, she stayed in the hospital and she stayed strong. She stayed powerful because God was right by her side. God gave her one more chance to survive. Her kidney could have broke on her and she could have passed right there in that chair. But God said, I will give you one more chance. And yes, she was in pain a lot. And yes, she was cramped up and everything. But guess what? You feel the worse for the better. So no power and no strength will stop that. So all you got to do is keep your hands up tight, your feet up strong, and remember his name. So now, if you are thinking, God, I've been praying too long. I need a miracle. Oh, God. God has a certain time for you. You don't make your time. Because probably you make your time and you don't get it. See, there's 24 hours in the day, and God says, I have a time for you in those 24 hours, but you cannot beg. Like it says, don't beg for bread. Because probably you're begging for something, and it's too bad for you. Probably you're begging for something, and it's going to lead to death. In this world, people have to fight for their right. Because nobody is going to stand beside you to help. So, there's a lot of people in this world, no people are stronger than God. Because lots of people think they can do all things. And they're strong, and they're powerful, and they can do everything. Well, guess what? God said, guess what? I'm the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, so get out of my pathway and let me preach the gospel. Because people, yes, some people smoke and drink and do all that stuff. And God probably gave them a reason to smoke and drink and all that stuff. Because God said, as you smoke and drink, something is going to happen in your life, and you'll see why it happened, because of what you've done. See, God lets you do things back to yourself so you can see how you feels if you want to do it again. If you make yourself think, say, oh, should I do the bad or should I do the good? Think to yourself. And by the time you say you do the good, you go open your Bible and you start praying until you cannot do anything else. Just pray. Because there's no end to pray. There's no end. So, people that are watching this, I want you in your head right now to tell me which side you're on. To say, oh, which side should I be on the devil's side or God's holy light side? I am not going to be on the devil's side. And I choose Jesus' side. I choose Jesus' side because we did not. Yes, we've been here for a year and a half trying our best to keep tune. Yes, we have our signs, we have our poster. Yes, we need lights over here. We have our stand. We're all good for the rest of our life. But God said you need to go to a next level to get stronger. So, this could be level 1. This could be level 1, and then probably up, if we don't get the church, we can be in the living room. And God said, by the time you're in the living room, God will start making plans with other people to call you and say, oh, Pastor Nadine, did you want a church? Yes, we got this church. You can have it as long as you want. And then there's big white space and everything. And probably God's so good, makes it so free. There is some terms in life that you cannot handle. But God said that more and more challenges will come. But the more and more you should hold on. So, God is going to watch you from head to feet, from back to front. And God says, I do not care if you are lazy. I do not care if you are too strong. All I care is I'm going to walk this path like nobody else has. And God said the time is not too short. And the time is not too long. But all we need to do is make sure that we have the power. And we can walk with him to testify to more people. Now, if you don't believe in God and you're watching this, if you don't know what God is and what God can do, I want you right now to go downstairs, or if you're already downstairs, get a cup of water, put salt in it, and drink it. And God said to me that this water and salt has my victory in it. So they will feel me. My passion will squeeze them into juice. And as I told my mother one day, that God, when I was sleeping, God wiped his blood to a cross on my forehead and said, are you ready? And that's what I want you to think about. Are you ready? I don't want today you're going to church and then tomorrow you go party. But are you ready? I don't want you to say you're in the stand of the Lord and then you're going to go tell people and you're going to go smoke. Are you ready to take this big step to God's castle? Are you ready? So right now, just pause this video and take some salt water and drink it until the cup is done. Because he said, as I said, water and salt is his victory. So you'll feel his victory that you would want more and more and more. And you want to feel God more and more. So, believe. And I'm going to say this again, believe. Because what God can do is more than you can believe he can do. God can make this table right now into a carriage in a blink of an eye. You don't even know what he can do. God can turn you from devil to Jesus in like 2 days. You don't even know, probably in 1 second. You could have listened to this video and say, I'm with the Jesus! And you start jumping up and down and feeling his spirit. And I must be I'm only 8. And I could be preaching and preaching and preaching and traveling the world. But I gotta tell you something. I don't even care if you're 1 year old. I want you to stand up and jump for his glory. Because he said, I don't care if you're 1, you're 2, you're 100, you're 1,000. I don't care how old you are. You can do anything. Because if people can walk on ladders and people can climb rooftops and people can sing with a loud voice or people can do anything like that, people can preach. So, nothing is too hard in life with Jesus. All of us have a dream, and I have a dream. I have a dream to be a singer and a preacher. And you have a dream too. But God said that your dream could be wrong for you. Your dream could lead to death. Your dream can do lots of harmful things, but he wants to keep you safe. So probably God wouldn't let you do what you wanted to do. But what God wanted you to do is to preach his name. That's what God wanted you to do. And then when you die and raise up into the heavens, you'll be helping people. You could be singing to people, actually. You can go like, Jesus, Jesus. You can go sing to people and people can dance with you up in the heavens. And I was watching this video. This girl, she was dead for 2 days. And she rises back up. Because probably God said, I want you to die for 2 days because there's a work for you in heaven and there's a work for you here. So you got to do what God says. And you could be, oh, God this, God that, I need this, I need work, I need money, I need all this stuff. But God says to you, can you handle this hard road alone? And if you answer yes or no, or if you answer yes, you can handle this. With God, you will be all right. That smile in your face will never end. The eyes will never fade. So I want you to remember that God is more than an on-time God. And God is more than a spiritual God. And God is more than a conqueror. So I want you to remember, no man is stronger than God. So, as I finish the sermon, I want you to remember to drink water and salt, and you'll feel his glory. As we pray, amen.